Alright, what's up, guys? So, I'm going to just do a homeopathic podcast here. It's just going to be a short, sweet one, going over an article about the benefits of garlic. And I didn't really have to give an intro to this, I guess, except for the fact that I feel obnoxious lately. I think I'm starting to understand the whole asteroid Eris that's in some of these astrology, interpretation methods, because that's something that I have not been including in my practice. So essentially, like, if you look at it this way, because you probably go, she doesn't include everything. So if you look at, since there's a lot of mathematics essentially in astrology, if you look at different levels of math, so in a way, because there's 88 constellations in the sky, and yes, there are some astrologers that use all of them, and in fact there are some astrologers that are going as far as to include the galactic center and black holes into their interpretations, which is, whoa, mind-blowing, literally. Well, not literally, figuratively, obviously. But I would say that I'm like on the level of, pre-algebra or applied math, as opposed to calculus. Calculus would be like using the galactic holes and the center and everything. And so I just recently had a reading from a very, very talented astrologer that is very thorough with the galactic center associations with charts. And I found out some very interesting things, and I think that I am a little bit more like the crazy, mischievous Eris asteroid than I ever imagined. So a lot of the things that I've been projecting about the Black Moon Lilith are actually the whole Eris thing. Essentially, she's supposed to be the vengeful... She's like your vengeful ex-girlfriend in the worst way. She's like, more of a naive, snapped character from the Oxygen Channel. Or she's, in mythology's interpretation, she's the female version of the god of war. If that gives you anything. I'm not saying that I'm like that, but I just like to stir the pot a little. So I'm going to project stirring the pot a little by occasionally randomly adding some music track at the end of my podcast, because I know that there's podcasters on this Spreaker's platform that just does DJ stuff. So I know that I can technically do this, especially since I own the track. I'm freaking doing it. I just always won't be able to allow people to download it. So I probably won't do this very often. But I guess I'll still allow you to download this one this time. And yeah. I'm going to be a rebel. I'm going to do it. But anyway, so I'm going to now clip in my rant about garlic, and then I'm going to give you a random track. And obviously, since me being like a Plutonian hardcore, they're all going to be Plutonian themed songs, okay? So that's going to be how I make an excuse to tie this in to my podcast. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the benefits of using garlic in your diet, not only as obviously a nutritional supplement, but as an actual substitute for a lot of prescription drugs that fight certain ailments, because as most people have found out, there's nasty side effects to a lot of prescriptions, and also usually it's just covering up some of the major symptoms that are bothering the patient, as opposed to getting down to the source of it, which is essentially what Hippocrates, the person that was to inspire the Hippocratic Oath, more or less, that doctors would take to make sure that they would do their best in their practice. His original concept is to find the origin of disease and then treat the origin. Because the body itself, as a machine that would be able to process things out on its own, if you just strengthen, just as if you were going to do strength training with your muscles, or even strength training with your memory, your brain, by playing certain games or challenging it, you can strengthen the internal components, which would be your organs and everything, and your blood vessels, and detoxify yourself and let your body rid of what it's supposed to, the way that nature intended. So garlic, the natural cure, It says that it's recognized for healing powers in ancient times, also obviously in ancient Greece. And it says it's rediscovered by medical scientists who have found new evidence for its potency against cancer and heart disease. It can stop the growth of tumors and inhibit carcinogens. And in the National Cancer Institute, garlic lies among one of the top listed food ingested for potential weapon against many types of cancer. Whether you eat it raw or cooked, although when you do cook it, it does substantially cut off the enzymes in it. So it's not as potent, so you would have to eat excessive amounts of it to make up for it if you don't eat it raw. Or you can also put it in a tincture, which essentially is raw garlic just fermented into alcohol, and in large amounts it can be a super extract where you'll get way more than essentially this is estimating as. And then it says, the evidence of garlic's strength against cancer comes from several epidemiological and animal studies. Researchers at the University of North Carolina analyzed 18 studies looking at garlic eaters, but based on 6 studies, findings show that a high consumption of raw and cooked garlic decreases the risk of colorectal cancer nearly 50%. 4 studies, the risk of developing stomach cancer was cut in half, and those for those who consume the most garlic. And then it says garlic shows good progress for your heart by lowering total cholesterol and blood pressure. And it has the ability to combat the plaque formation in the arteries, lower serum of and the ability to have lower serum of cholesterol, and the blood can in turn reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. So it lowers total cholesterol, LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, and triglycerides. Can't ever say that word. Triglycerides. There we go. Triglycerides. Okay. Not only can it prevent and also reverse the signs of artery cirrhosis, according to studies, but thrombosis and vascular biology in Washington, D.C., garlic is able to not only reduce the buildup of plaque, but also reverse the existing plaque. So it's eliminating it, and it's also preventing it. And then it says, the author of Physician's Deaths of Herbal Medicine states that the garlic's history is safe. Several principals from an herbal supplement industry would seek health claim from the Food or Drug Administration. Let's see. And it says it reduces the clogged artery walls up to 15%, even when all factors normally responsible for such blocking are present. So it's not to use an excuse if you start including garlic in your diet to go out and eat a fat burger every day. But essentially what it's saying is that instead of you having to commit to just eating salads for the rest of your life and then taking this, which is what a lot of prescription drugs want you to do, they want you to have a healthy lifestyle and take this. But if you habitually, looking at this from a behaviorist psychological standpoint, have had this classic conditioning of you eating all these foods all your life, and you have a biased or some sort of attachment to those, or your body's just developed its taste buds for that, or whatever the potential, predispositions that are associated with that continue to make you habitually go back to the cheeseburger. You can still occasionally have said cheeseburger and take this and still not only combat the potential disease that's now trying to be onset, but you can reverse any damages that's been caused because of it. So it says, in addition, 5%, it says with the higher concentrate, it goes up to 30% when unblocking clogs with the artery walls. And then it says when plaques do develop, they are even smaller, 5% smaller at low doses of garlic. So even a low dose of garlic, the actual manifestation of clogged arteries is diminished. So it says, so the plaques, which are formed not only less in number, but also less in size. It says garlic is virtually good for any disease or infection, prevents and heals arthritis, asthma, circulatory problems, colds, flu, digestive disorders, insomnia, liver disease, sinusitis, ulcers. It's been used since the days of the Egyptians for wounds, infections, tumors, intestinal parasites. It has a reputation as powerful as medical herb dates back to 5,000 years. It's a rich source of alkaline, and chromium, phosphorus, and sulfur containing amino acids. The dilyl sulfide is found in garlic and is shown to inactive potent carcinogens in animal studies. Garlic is a natural, potent antibiotic, antiviral, antifungal herb. A study done at Boston University School of Medicine conducted tests in which garlic proved to be an effective antibiotic, killing 14 types of bacteria in recurring infections. Not only does it reduce cholesterol, but it helps prevent formation of internal blood clots that trigger attacks. But not only does it do that, but it's also a diuretic, a stimulant, and expectorant for sweat promotion. So it'll help you sweat out and detoxify your body even through your pores. For centuries, garlic has been a popular remedy for common colds, coughs, and sore throats. Garlic is one of nature's most broad-spectrum antibacterial agents. It counteracts the growth of many forms of bacteria and fungi that cause disease. And the compound found in fresh garlic that constitutes antibiotic and antifungal properties kills or at least cripples 72 infectious forms of bacteria. Here's a list of just some what garlic can do. Number 1, garlic is an antibiotic. Number 2, it reduces cholesterol. Number 3, strengthens the immune system. Number 4, is an antidote to poison. Number 5, it's used as a preservative. Number 6, it's anti-cancer. Number 7, retards tumor growth, recedes it. Number 8, regulates blood pressure. Number 9, loosens plaque from artery walls. Number 10, regulates blood sugar. Number 11, a defense against allergies. Number 12, kills and expels parasites and pinworms, etc. Number 13, contains vitamin A, B, C, B2, B6, calcium, zinc, and much, much more. Number 14, reduces the common cold by 50%. Number 15, thins the blood. Number 16, promotes heart health. Number 17, is an antioxidant and scavenges for free radicals. Number 18, increases bile production. Number 19, lines the blood vessel walls. Number 20, prevents arteriosclerosis, stroke, and heart attacks. Number 21, best enema, crushed clove, add water, soak overnight. Number 22, removes warts with raw outer application. Number 23, promotes weight control. Number 24, promotes respiratory health for bronchitis, asthma, coughs, etc. Number 25, cures ear infection. Wrap a bit of garlic in a tissue, insert it in the ear, leave it overnight. Oh, I didn't know that one. That's cool. Number 26, heals pain of insect bites. Mix juice with salt, good for bruises, ringworm, and sprains. Number 27, stops toothache. Rub raw garlic on gums. Number 28, clears sinuses. Melt butter, add minced garlic on toast. Number 29, cures herpes. Cut clove in half, eat half, put the rest on the afflicted area. It may sting though. Number 30, apply raw garlic juice on rashes, bug bites, and it will stop itching. Number 31, cures cough. Mix garlic juice with honey and take 4 times daily. Number 32, cures bloating, cramps, constipation. Cut clove or small pieces and swallow. Number 33, cures asthma. 10 drops of garlic juice with a tablespoon of honey. The medical establishment is more concerned with making a buck than promoting what's really healthy, and they fight anyone who tells the truth. So it says that we're being kept ignorant, lied to about the natural remedies, and suffering needlessly. Bad habits, bad diet, spiritual ignorance, a lack of proper exercise, and a lack of information is the main cause of modern diseases. Yet the treatments for modern diseases offered by medical establishment don't work. Healthcare costs have skyrocketed over the years, and in the country of in this country, billions are spent annually on healthcare, but often the cures are worse than the diseases. The cost, the hopeless solutions, the negative side effects to be eliminated by the right food, the right lifestyle, and free of bad habits, the right attitude, and the right kinds of exercise. And one of the most potent cures for diseases that afflict us in a God-given natural one, garlic. It is time to return to nature and its ability to heal. So that was part of an article I found. I've thoroughly researched garlic, and in fact, the only other thing I found that probably comes anywhere close to cancer, and at least curing cancer and fighting radicals like that, would be turmeric. And I'm actually infusing turmeric into some tinctures that I'm now making. I've been peeling over a gallon of garlic. And I've had some people that are interested in this. And then they've also tried to say that I should add some other ingredients into this as well. And although, yes, I have read up on garlic, the couple of suggestions, I looked into it. And essentially, before I even thoroughly researched into the other suggestions, I keep coming across that garlic is one of the top 5 most effective natural remedies for things. And so right now, garlic can't really hurt anyone unless I guess you're allergic to it. I have never met anybody who's actually allergic to garlic. Maybe doesn't like it, but isn't allergic. But the tinctures make it so you don't have to take excessive amounts. You can just add a certain amount of droplets per day. And I'm going to be making a super complex, which means that it has twice the potency. So essentially, I'm going to be putting a half gallon's worth of cloves of garlic into one batch. It's going to be intense. It'll be tested, don't worry. And if for any reason it's way too much, I'll just dilute it. Because essentially that's what you're supposed to do anyway. Essentially, if I offer a super extract, then the directions on the back will emphasize on that, and that you're only supposed to add a certain amount of drops to a certain amount of liquids that you drink it with. So, honestly, having a really, really potent extract would be more bang for your buck, because you wouldn't need to take as much, therefore the bottle would last longer. And so I'll keep people posted on when those will be available, likely on my Facebook or my Instagram. More than welcome to ask me any questions or anything. But at this point, instead of me trying to tackle like one disease at a time, I think I'm just going to actually determine all the benefits of the specific bases that I'm using, because garlic is going to be a major base in a lot of my tincture and my homeopathic products that I'm making, and I'm just going to see what that happens to eliminate, because this whole trying to be a minimalist and 100% effective is working out way better than I ever imagined. There's just a handful of natural ingredients and part of nature in plants and minerals that I can collaborate into one medicine, and it cures everything. It's intense. It's amazing. So stay tuned. I'll obviously post this on my podcast website, and for whoever else wants to take a listen to it, I suppose. Well, since it's on my podcast, if you actually would like to keep this track, you can download it from the Spreaker/user/Plutonian-astrology page. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert a random clip. So the song's called Escape Gravity, and it's a Faderhead remix. So enjoy it, and technically since it's a remix, it technically isn't under copyright? I don't know, I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah, so if you have any further questions, please feel free to post them to my Facebook or on my Twitter, which is @RayReinhardt's. And if you are interested in requesting maybe a personal diagnostic astrological consultation, you're more than welcome again to contact me via Facebook or at my email at rayreinhardt@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.
watching you dance, and it feels so unreal to me. I wake up reaching out, but no one's here. I realize it's just a dream. It was just a dream. That you were here with me. That you were here with me. I looked at you and I saw how I wish we'd escape this planet's gravity and dance among the stars. I wish we'd fall asleep eternally in each other's arms. I wish we'd escape this planet's gravity, hold hands among the stars. You're in my heart, but in reality 10,000 miles apart. I'd rather be wanting than without desire. There is no end to what I dream. You ask me if my heart is broken, but I don't know. Because it was never healed, because it was never whole. I looked at you and I saw how I wish we'd escape this planet's gravity and dance among the stars. I wish we'd fall asleep eternally in each other's arms. I wish we'd escape this planet's gravity, hold hands among the stars. You're in my heart, but in reality 10,000 miles apart. Wish we'd escape this planet's gravity and dance among the stars. I wish we'd fall asleep eternally in each other's arms. I wish we'd escape this planet's gravity, hold hands among the stars. You're in my